Welcome to Top 10, the show where we give you the top 10. I'm Noah Arthurs.
And I'm Kit Clement. So, today on Top 10, we're going to give you the top 10 videos you will never see on Cubing World. So, Noah, what do you have for top number 10?
Number 10. Number 10 for top 10 videos you will never see on Cubing World. A Guide on Being Nice on the Internet by Stefan Pachman. with a guest appearance from Kirjava.
Oh, that would be good. That'd be very good. I mean, I really wanted to know how to be nice, but I don't really know. I think that they'd be great role models.
I mean, okay, but to be fair to them, I think that for the most part they're just pretty blunt, and they might come across as mean, but it's probably just because they don't have as much patience with people who ask noobish questions as other people do.
They've been around here for a while, so it's like they know their stuff. They don't play around. And I mean, the time I met Stefan at Worlds, very briefly, it was during the clock final. He was really cool to talk to, and I couldn't believe he was that person that's online.
All right, Kit, give us number 9.
All right, number 9. The number 9 video you will never see on Cubing World. That's Getting the Most Out of Your Inspection Time by Chris Olsen.
Oh man, oh geez, that was a big controversy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that got kind of ugly because a lot of people, everyone had a really strong opinion one way or the other. He ended up keeping the world record, right?
Yeah, he did, and it's really interesting because that decision has really shaped the way a lot of future decisions have been made. Because it was one of those decisions where it was clearly not within regulations, but the competitor couldn't do anything about it. Like Chris, he didn't know how much inspection. I mean, nobody's expected to have a mental clock in their head.
It's really tough though, because then what if he got extra inspection time, and then that's an advantage that he had that other competitors don't have. So I mean, I don't I feel like there was no right answer,
I know, yeah, that was such a tough decision, but I do think they made the right call in the end.
Cool.
So Noah, what about number 8?
Number 8? Number 8 is a video. It's a good video. I really wish that I could see. It's called "How to Stay Relevant" by the Dion Corporation.
Oh man, yeah, it's very true. It's really funny how, I mean, even Zhanchi now, which was the Cube, not I feel like yesterday, it's not the Cube anymore.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Zhanchi, not Zhanchi, Dion just kind of fell off the face of the earth. I mean, it's ridiculous how many cubes Moyu is making. I mean, I feel like Dion came out with what, 1 cube a year approximately. Back even in their heyday, and Moyu now is just no, screw it. We'll make 1 cube a month.
Oh, I know, it's absolutely ridiculous. And even when Dion was trying to be let's make some cash just because we can make a cube, they made the Panshi, and they were like, no, this was a terrible decision. Why did we ever do this? I can't remember where I read that, but I feel like I remember reading somewhere that they were they didn't want to make the Panshi, but they felt forced to try to make something.
Moyu, I hardly know you. All right, Kit, give me number 7.
Okay, number 7. It's How I Wrote the 2015 Regulations by Kit Clement.
By you?
By me.
Did you write the 2015 regulations?
I mean, okay, so it's still a work in progress. My life is a little crazy right now. So crazy, I'm kind of surprised I'm making this video, but
yeah, you should be writing the regulations right now.
I should be. You know what? I just need to. You know what, Noah? This has been fun. I think we need to cancel the show. All right. Well, this has been fun. I guess I won't have to ask you what number 6 is now, though.
Oh, no, wait. Just stay for number 6, please. Number 6 is called "How to Be a Consistent FMC Solver" by Brandon Michael.
Man, how does he do it? It's incredible.
Yeah, he
gets 69 on every solve.
Yep. It must just work out like that. I mean, it's not the best score that you can put up, but damn, does he have no standard deviation?
It's absolutely incredible. I mean, I wish that I had that kind of consistency. I mean, at one point I had the consistency of DNFing all my FMCs. That was a great experience at nationals, especially given how much I practiced. But 69, if I could have just got 69, I would have been much happier than DNFing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like he just gravitates towards that number. All right, Kit, what is number 5? What is the fifth video that you will never see on Cubing World?
And that number 5, man. Number 5, How to Solve 6-Move Cube Scrambles by Nathan Soria.
Oh man, that was unfortunate for him. I mean, so
Yeah.
so just remind me exactly what happened. He got a 6-move scramble, but it should have been 7.
Yeah, so either it was a miss scramble or because they figured out that the wrong turn was the very last one. So it's plausible it could have been the turn that happened when they were transporting the Scube to the station. Scubes are very easy to move accidentally, so it's very probable that that could have happened. And it's just unfortunate that it went from a 7-move optimal to 6-move optimal because of that one move. So
yeah, that's really rough. I mean, one thing I wonder is like if the move had turned it into a different 7-move optimal scramble, would it still have been DNF'd?
I don't think so. Akash Rapella, he had a total miss scramble that was Indian NR. And originally they ruled that as DNF, but kind of what I said before, it's when they know it's not in the competitor's control, they try to be lenient on these things. I think the main problem here is just this is where it becomes too unfair to other competitors, because at least Akash's scramble was a scramble that he could have received. The scramble that Nathan received was one you couldn't have received. So that's a real unfortunate situation.
Yep.
Noah, what do you have for the number 4 video that you'll never see on Cubing World?
The number 4 video that you will never see on Cubing World is a summary of the WCA regulations by Marcin Zalewski.
Oh.
Yeah, that may have been a bit of a low blow, but that's a really tricky situation there. He cheated. He turned himself in, kind of, but he did get a pretty harsh punishment, I will say. If I broke the rules in the WCA, I wouldn't feel comfortable sort of keeping my official times like that.
Oh, absolutely not.
But then again, Marcin clearly didn't feel comfortable keeping it like that either, because he eventually sort of turned himself in. So
yeah, and you wonder what the motives are behind that, because there's so many interesting things about how a delegate was participating in this. That it was delegate cooperation in this cheating. So it makes you, and he got punished too. So you almost wonder if there's some sort of he tried to bring him down with him or something like that. Or,
it's almost like delegate, not just cooperation, but delegate encouragement. Like a normal delegate would just, I feel like the delegate thing to say there is, no, you you can't. I'm not going to help you cheat, and you should be ashamed of even thinking that you should cheat. But this delegate was saying I'll help you. So I feel like it's a group effort. I feel like without the delegate there, Marcin doesn't have the means to cheat, and vice versa. Give it to me straight, Kit. What is number 3?
Number 3, that is What to Do When You're a Current World Record Holder by Kabanil Talukdar.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was a really weird situation. I mean, he pretty much he's now a world record holder, but I guess he never was an active world record holder and knew about it.
Right. Yeah, it was a really unfortunate situation. Really, I think he inside knew it, because it's pretty clear from the video to me that he wasn't cheating, despite that the paper wasn't used on his third solve. So he knew he earned that world record. It was just that the WCA didn't recognize it until it was fully decided later.
Yeah, although it's still good that he's now recognized as having had one.
Yeah, I just really felt for him when by the time it happened, he already lost the world record mean. So it was he never actually was a current world record holder. So that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Noah, what do you have? Number 2.
All right, number 2 in the top 10 videos that you will never see on Cubing World is How to Have a Life Outside of Cubing by Mascow.
Wow, yeah. Sometimes I wonder. It doesn't seem like he has any time besides all that deep practice he does.
Yeah, it's Okay, I know we've been like talking about a lot of blind solvers today, but like that it is ridiculous to me like how good he is. And it's probably not just quantity of practice, but also quality. But still, like, like I just think about how much time it would take me to get to like his skill level, and it's like to me it's just like unimaginable.
Yeah, it's interesting too because I don't know if you saw that. There was like this website that used statistics very poorly called Cubejectives, and basically it predicted how well you do at other events based on your current time. And if you plug in Marcin and use like multi-blind as the base event to predict other events, it's just insane what level you have to be at. Like I think your 3-blind time was actually a negative time.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it shows how far ahead of the world he is.
Yeah, cool. All right. All right, we're reaching the end of this video. Kit, what is numero uno?
The number one video that you will never see on Cubing World is
Yep.
How to Make Felix's Rice Pudding by Noah Arthurs.
Yes, you will never ever see that on Cubing World because Felix is so tight-lipped about his rice pudding recipe. It's ridiculous.
I don't get it. It's got to be a good recipe. Why doesn't he share? It's crazy. I mean, have you ever tried it?
I mean, I haven't tried his rice pudding, but I once talked to someone who had briefly known someone who had tried Felix's rice pudding, and apparently it's at least a B minus.
Wow, B minus. You know, being a second semester, second year in my master's program, I'd take a B minus.
Wow. Yeah. I mean,
Isn't
when
that
it comes to
kinda-
rice pudding, like that's just a solid score. And
Oh, it's solid.
it's just I'm never gonna get the recipe, so I'm probably never gonna make a video on Cubing World about how to make his rice pudding. That's just it's just a sad fact of life.
It's how the rice pudding crumbles sometimes.
So that concludes our top 10 list. We're going to be making more of these. So what we want is for you guys to go in the comment section, leave suggestions for what our top 10 list should be for the topic of the list. And we will choose the one that we like the best and make that our next video.
Awesome. So thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to this video if you want to see some more of this or some other of our awesome stuff on Cubing World, and we'll see you next time.